Can you clarify for the public who exactly is on the legal team for the Rawesome 3 case?
Yes, I represent James Stewart. My firm is Margolin and Lawrence, and we represent James Stewart. Freddie Sage of the Fox firm is representing Victoria Block, and Matthew Broman out of Ventura is representing Healthy Family Farms and Sharon Palmer.
Okay. And the second hearing just happened down at the LA Superior Courthouse on October 6th. Can you give us an update on the hearing?
That was a preliminary hearing setting. We continued that.
Does that mean it's setting a preliminary hearing?
Correct.
Okay. So that wasn't a preliminary hearing?
No, that has not been set yet. We continued that hearing because we received 1,097 pages of discovery on a disc, which makes my life easier to go through.
1,096?
Yeah.
1,097?
Yeah, 1,097, I think. But
that's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot.
I mean, is that normal for a case like this?
I've actually never seen a case like this, so I don't know what normal means. This is a pretty unique case. So
how unique is it?
I've never seen an investigation over a membership association so detailed. They've been investigating Rawesome LA County has been basically, this investigation has spanned over the past couple years. So this is not something that happened overnight, and they have a lot of information to turn over in order to properly defend this case.
And I understand there were surveillance cameras on poles and...
Well, I actually haven't seen the footage of that yet. That's that's in the process, but I was informed that there was, surveillance cameras on poles, very Big Brother-esque, if you will. Very reminds me of 1984. And, some of the information that is actually happening now. We are living in that 1984 world, or brave new world, if you will.
So, outside the LA Superior Courthouse down at the City Hall, there's the Occupy LA protesters gathering about money. And so I understand the amount of money spent on the case was over $1 million. Is that correct?
I would... Because it's been years, they've been investigating them for years. They had specific investigators on this. In terms of how much money has been spent, I don't know, because over the past 2 years, they've had investigators go out there, confidential informants posing as members, some people going in with cameras in their purses. So that all takes money. I also believe that to prosecute a case, it also takes money. And these are valuable resources that are not being spent on murderers or, criminals that we need to protect be protected from. I believe that the members of Rawesome and the public would agree with me that the only harm really that's happening here is that they can't get their verifiable food, sustainable, healthy, clean food that they were getting regularly. Rawesome was, Rawesome is also a community of people that really are, educate each other. Rawesome was a community and also a membership association that really cared about people. So it's been missed, and I know James has really, it breaks his heart because he's been, this is something that is so important to so many people.
what are we to expect? When is the next hearing? What will happen?
The next hearing is December 1st. It will also be a preliminary hearing setting date. I will most likely be I've been in contact. I've left a couple messages for the DA on this. We should be speaking probably this week, hopefully.
And the DA is?
Kelly Sakir.
Mm-hmm. And so how big is this case, Ajna?
This is a very important case. I almost feel that it could be the most important case for the future of our freedoms. And this touches...
And you're talking about freedoms beyond the freedom to choose raw milk?
Yes, because this will really be a showing of how seriously stripped we are of our rights. The Occupy Wall Street you mentioned, it's actually now just Occupy, and I believe it's Occupy America. That those protesters, the ones that are basically living on the Los Angeles City Hall garden, if you will, or lawn, this is happening all over. That started in New York with Occupy Wall Street. It's also happening now in San Francisco, Boston, Chicago, and even more important, marching to the Capitol. There are freedom riders, if you will, and this is we are now seeing what America really is. And even Thomas Jefferson said that tyranny only needs the conscious mind of the people to remain silent, the conscious people to remain silent. So if that's all that tyranny needs, then we should remain silent no more.
Mm-hmm. What can people do to help?
Be wary of your choices. You have the right to choose your food, where you buy it, and talk about this. Let people know what's going on and how important it is to be aware of what you put into your body, because we are humans and we are only a reflection of what we eat, what we drink, and what we think. So really talking about this and educating yourself on the issues. Don't believe me, believe yourself, and go out and ask the questions that you have in order to find the answers that will lead you to that place of education that is so important.
On December 1st, on the next hearing, does it help the case if people show up at the courthouse or not?
I believe that it does help. I think that it shows the judge and it shows the DA how important this is to people. But again, these are the choices that we need to make. And I really do believe that the people that are there also want to show support of James and the Rawesome 3. This is a very, this community is a very unique, complex community. I was not I never went to, I've been to the Rose Avenue location, but I never saw it in full swing. And I wish I had.
Mm-hmm. You have been to Healthy Family Farms.
I have,
right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have visited the farm. I believe that, in order to really investigate fully a case, you really have to go and see what you're dealing with. I've seen the chickens at Sharon's farm. I've seen the animals. I've spent time with her. I've seen the gardens, and it's beautiful. So it's her children have been affected by this. It's pretty hard to be a single mom of 3 kids living up on a farm by yourself, and there's enough to worry about. There's mountain lions, and I guess having police raiding you every couple of months isn't that fun, especially for children.